Senior Moments, sponsored by the Empowering Seniors Group on News Talk KVNU, 102 FM and 610 AM.
Good morning. This is the Senior Moments Show. This is your host, Sid Roederer. I'm today by myself. Bruce is doing other things today, and I am visiting today with Ryan Bott. Good morning, Ryan.
Good morning, Sid. How are you?
Good. Good to have you here. Ryan is the new family advisor for Pioneer Valley Lodge here in Logan, an independent living facility. And that ramps me up. Pioneer Valley Lodge is a member of the Empowering Seniors Group, which is a sponsor for this radio show. And let me just quickly talk about them a little bit. The Empowering Seniors Group is a group of professionals that has dedicated their time and efforts to provide seniors, their family members, and really anybody who cares with information. And we do so via this radio show. If you'd like to learn more about the Empowering Seniors Group, you can do so online at empoweringseniors.info, or you can email us at empoweringseniorscv@gmail.com, and the CV stands for Cache Valley. Or lastly, if you have any suggestions for this show, any questions, you can call me personally at 435-512-6406. Well, back to you, Ryan. Welcome to Cache Valley, but this is not new to you, right?
Not new. I've been down in Orem for about 30 years now, but my roots, both my parents grew up over in Millville, and I grew up in Millville till I was about 12, and then we ended up down in Utah County. And I got into independent senior living about 4 years ago. And so I've been just playing with seniors all day, every day. And it's just, sometimes I wonder why I get paid to do this.
Yeah, that sounds like an amazing job. And we know from your predecessor that he enjoyed it also very much, that he got to do activities with the seniors and things like that. So when you say play, actually before the radio show, we talked a little bit about sometimes people misunderstand or don't understand the differences between senior and assisted living facilities. And I think you have a really good way to explain that. I'm just going to let you take that.
Well, after visiting with hundreds and hundreds of families, oftentimes I end up chatting with them when it's their very first step into senior living. And what I think a lot of people don't really realize is there's multiple levels of senior living. I call level 0 when mom and dad live in their home. This first one step out of that, when mom and dad are just like, no, I still want my own home, then they'll normally look for a 55 plus community. That may be a housing community. It may be an apartment building that's 55 plus. There gets to a point where seniors are just tired of cooking and they want to be entertained and they want to just have fun and they don't want to worry about the upkeep and the housekeeping and the maintenance and all of that. That's when they step into independent living. We oftentimes get compared to a cruise ship that doesn't float, right? At least we don't think we float. There's been a lot of rain this week and we still haven't floated yet. So from there, as needs develop, sometimes, depending on the need, they can stay right where they're at in independent living. They can engage a home health care company or a personal care company or even a hospice company to come in and provide those cares that they need. If those cares develop beyond where they need more advanced cares, more around the clock, then it may be time to advance on to what they call assisted living. I would say assisted living is probably the most stereotypical thing that seniors think of when they think of senior living. And so that's where they have the nurse on site 24/7. They're going to pick which level of care that they need. As they decline a little bit further, then maybe memory care or skilled nursing is more typical towards like a rehab. But if memory care is where it's more of a lockdown community so that they can't wander off. Oftentimes, so I'm going to kind of go back to independent living versus assisted living. What people see there is that they're looking at it saying, how do I know if independent's right or if assisted's right, or because I got assisted living saying that they can do independent living there as well. Well, that's where we can really drill in. Studies have shown that seniors will tend to rise or decline to meet the level of their surroundings. So if we surround seniors by more active, more lucid seniors, then seniors' health will tend to improve. If you take a healthy senior and you surround them by someone a group that is in more need of cares, then you're going to see that senior will typically decline to meet their surrounding. And so it's really important that a family or the senior themselves, they pick the right level of senior living for them, because, this is a big deal. I oftentimes say that it's easier for a senior to step from their home into independent living, where it would be more of a jump into assisted living. And Sid and I were talking about this before the show here, and in assisted living, a best practice is that they get eyes on their residents every 2 hours. And so that means that every couple hours, knock at the door and in they come. And I've chatted with several seniors that have been put off by that, where they've been maybe in the middle of dressing or bathing or that, and it's knock, 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 and they come and, hello, how are you today? And, that has caused opportunity for me to explain independent living, where if you're in the mood for a private day, then you can have that private day, and we're not going to really bother you. We're just going to let you come in and do it your way. So
we're already coming up on our first break, but let me ask you one last question before we go out. So what's from Pioneer Valley Lodge's perspective, what's the requirement of agility or that you have for people to come into independent living?
So I think the main thing would be is that they need to have the ability to transfer. They need to be able to have the ability they can have assistance where they may have someone show up and help them transfer from their bed into a wheelchair or that. I'd say a good portion of our residents, they get around without any walking aids at all. We have quite a few walkers. We do have some wheelchairs, but that I think would be the main number one, is that they need to be able to transfer into a wheelchair, or at least get out of bed safely and go about their day.
Thank you, Ryan. We're already coming up on our first break here. Today, I'm visiting with Ryan Bott. He is the family advisor at Pioneer Valley Lodge. And maybe if you're listening and you're interested to learn more about Ryan and Pioneer Valley Lodge, maybe get a pen and paper ready, because when we come back from the break, I'm going to give Ryan a chance to share his phone number, his contact information, so you could get in touch with him. This is the Senior Moments Show. Again, we are sponsored by the Empowering Seniors Group. If you would like to learn more about the Empowering Seniors Group, you can do so online at empoweringseniors.info. We'll take a little break. We'll be right back.
Oh, it seems like yesterday I was playing with my kids on the playground.
Seems like yesterday I was building a treehouse in the backyard.
Time goes by too fast, but there is something you can do to ensure you're taken care of down the road. I'm Tracy Ferris with Quality First Insurance. A long-term care insurance policy is something we all need as we get older. If you wait until you need it, you're too late. Let me help you understand the options and benefits of long-term care insurance. Call me today, 435-752-0101.
When it comes to successful aging, eating well matters. Staying physically active matters. Getting socially engaged matters. Living alone, aging alone, it's harder to consistently do that. Hi, this is Chris Grohl with Pioneer Valley Lodge, where we make it easier to do those things every day. Our mission at Pioneer Valley Lodge in North Logan is to help seniors live better, age more gracefully, and stay independent for as long as possible. Pioneer Valley Lodge, an independent living community for seniors.
If you're retired or plan to retire soon, will you outlive your money, or will your money outlive you? If you don't know the answer, I can help. Hi, I'm Patty Bartholomew, a financial consultant with Parsonex Securities. If you have questions about your financial plan or just need a second opinion, call me today at 435-227-5556.
Investments are not FDIC insured, nor are they deposits of or guaranteed by a bank or any other entity, so they may lose value. Investors should carefully consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the funds. This and other important information is contained in each fund's prospectus and summary prospectus, which can be obtained from a financial professional and should be read carefully before investing. Securities offered through Parsonex Securities, Inc., member FINRA, SIPC, 8310 South Valley Highway, Suite 110, Inglewood, Colorado, 80112-303-662-8700.
This is Brian Erickson for the Sunshine Minute. Each day, our nurses, CNAs, cooks and servers, housekeepers, laundry staff, music, recreation therapy teams, office staff, receptionists, and many more arrive around the clock. These heroes show up ready and willing to serve and protect our residents and clients. We are so grateful to our dedicated team. On behalf of the Board of Sunshine Terrace Foundation and our community, thank you to all of our employees for keeping us safe. We bring more to life together.
Hi, this is Bruce with Comfort Care. One of the ways we help loved ones stay in their home is by assisting with daily tasks. These may include bathing, meal preparation, medication reminders, and housekeeping. We even help with shopping, transportation, and errands. Most of all, we offer a trusted level of care. Let us help you live your best life possible with Comfort Care. This is Bruce, and you can call me at 754-7676. Comfort Care, 754-7676.
And welcome back. This is the Senior Moment Show. I'm your host, Sid Roeder, visiting today with Ryan Bott. He is the family advisor at Pioneer Valley Lodge here in Logan. And when we went out into break, Ryan, I told our listeners to get a paper ready in case they wanted to come and call you and maybe visit the lodge.
You bet. You can reach us by phone is 435-792-0353. We're located in North Logan. We're at 2351 North, 400 East, there in Logan, just across from the Cache Valley Hospital.
Thank you. And now we kind of left off at the apartment situation, and you had described that it's like a cruise ship on land. Of course, that might make some of our listeners, think about what kind of accommodations we're talking about. Can you talk a little bit about the types of apartments you have?
Oh, you bet. We have, there's studio apartments, there's 1-bedroom apartments, and then there's 2-bed, 2-bath apartments. And so the apartments, they're all indoor access. You know, when you walk in, we have a 3-story atrium, which is just amazing. My office is right off of that. But as you come into the apartments, you're going to find that, they do an incredible job of keeping these apartments updated. If the carpet's worn, we tear it out and we replace it. And we're updating right now as we're doing the room turns. They're tearing out the linoleum. Any linoleum we find is gone. And then we're replacing it with vinyl flooring. You have low step-in showers in the apartments. I love, one of the differences from the community I came from was that Pioneer Valley Lodge has en-suites in all of their apartments. And so that means the bathroom is connected right there to the bedroom. The other thing that I was impressed by was the amount of storage that whoever designed the building, they did an amazing job for designing. I think every apartment has 2 clothing closets in the bedroom, and then most of them have these big triple door storage closets in all of the apartments as you walk in. The apartments, so let me tell you a little bit about how that works. So we call it one-check living, and that means that we include everything in the price of rent. And so the utilities are included, the cable TV, housekeeping comes in once a week, and they'll clean the apartment for you. The maintenance on the apartment's included. I think one of the best parts, though, and this one tugs at a lot of the people I chat with, and that is that all 3 meals are included in the price of rent. The chef, Gilbert, has been there since the grand opening of the building, which was about 20 years ago. And he is phenomenal. In my time in senior living, at my previous community, we went through about 3 to 4 chefs, and Gilbert tops them all. So we just had a potato salad contest 2 days ago, and it was a blind contest. Gilbert submitted a salad, and he won. But of course, I don't know if he cheated or not because he put bacon in it. Because, who wouldn't want a potato salad with bacon, right?
Right.
So anyway, he got a perfect score on that. And so he won the potato salad contest. So I think food would be a big draw for why people would consider a move. But then I think also the activities. There's just a lot going on. They have a lot in the building. They have a lot out of the building. They got, they have book groups, book clubs. They got different games that they play. I love that they still have poker days multiple times a week. And so, but there's also a lot outside that they do. And I'm refamiliarizing myself with the Valley here, but they're taking off and going up to Bear Lake to get their famous raspberry shakes. They're going to be going down to Brigham City to go to Peach Days. They're headed over to Maddox for, I think it's a lunch one day, and then the Deer Cliff Inn. They're doing a dinner there. They'll pick local restaurants about once a week and do what they call lunch bunch. And so we fill up the shuttle. Transportation is included in your rent, and so we fill up the shuttle and we go around the Valley, and once a week we'll pick a local restaurant and take a bunch of seniors there.
So, but maybe we need to mention at that point that it is independent living. So you get to choose if you want to participate in any or all of the activities, correct?
Oh, totally. So having been in the industry for a number of years now, I have seen everyone do it different ways. There are some people that they move in and then they just stay in their apartment, and that's their way of doing it. I have others where they are out constantly and they have their routine that they go through every day. And that's where, we're fortunate enough to be a part of their routine. And so we'll watch for them every day. They'll watch for us every day. And so we have everyone from the super social to those that, are more private individuals. Something for everyone.
Yeah, so let's maybe just briefly before we head into our second break, let's talk a little bit about what is the typical resident that you see when they're coming in. What are they looking for over living at home?
I would say, especially on the tail end of COVID, we're looking for people, or they're looking for people, for a place where they don't have to be alone, where they have the option, if they want it, to be able to socialize. I moved a gentleman in that it was at the tail end of COVID, and he had developed a little bit of a stuttering problem because he hadn't spoken with anyone in a long time. And so neighbors would drive by and they'd give him the friendly wave and he'd wave back, but that wasn't a meaningful conversation. And so as we moved him into independent living, all of a sudden he's able to interact, socialize, converse with the other residents. And within just a couple of months, his speech returned back to normal. And, that's one thing that I learned going through COVID was the importance of the social element for seniors. Their ability, their need to be able to communicate and connect with other people.
Absolutely. We have less than a minute left, so let me talk really quick about the thing that nobody wants to talk about. Do you have a COVID protocol?
We do whatever it takes to keep our residents safe. And so with the new Delta variant, the home office did ask the staff members to mask up. And so we're wearing masks at this point, just as a precaution. The residents over at Pioneer Valley Lodge are encouraged to wear a mask. So it's not a firm protocol, but it's, doing what we feel like we need to do to keep our residents safe. Yep.
And you have not, if I remember correctly, Pioneer Valley Lodge has been doing really well with the protocols they've had. So we're already at our second break. Again, let me mention our sponsor, the Empowering Seniors Group. We're going to take a little break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Whether you have a small business, large corporation, or sole proprietorship, remember Cook Martin Polson has provided quality accounting services since 1977. At Cook Martin Polson, they believe you've earned it, and they're going to help you keep it. Take a minute right now to call 750-5566. That's 750-5566 to set up your tax appointment and let Cook Martin Polson show you how to keep the money you have earned.
This is Jared Ripplinger with Cook Martin Polson. You've worked hard for your money. Let us help you keep it.
My name is John Brenchley. Last year, my father, Lynn, passed away. Our family misses him tremendously. From the first phone call we made to White Pine Funeral Services until he was laid to rest, White Pine helped us every step of the way. The staff was there to guide us through the entire process. They were kind, gracious, and their facilities are amazing. White Pine helped to make the difficult situation of losing my dad into a positive experience where we could remember him and celebrate his life.
White Pine Funeral Services, here when you need us most. You have a lot of options when it comes to buying or selling a home. Do you list it online, sell it yourself, or do you have a realtor help? It's a major financial and emotional decision. A realtor is the liaison between buyers and sellers and really helps you navigate complex contracts, deadlines, and disclosures.
Hi, this is Sid Roeder with Achievement Realty. I work for you to get the best outcome for your situation. Let me earn your trust with a free consultation and a free market analysis. Call me today at 512-6406. Then list it, sell it, and move on.
When it comes to successful aging, eating well matters. Staying physically active matters. Getting socially engaged matters. Living alone, aging alone, it's harder to consistently do that. Hi, this is Chris Grohl with Pioneer Valley Lodge, where we make it easier to do those things every day. Our mission at Pioneer Valley Lodge in North Logan is to help seniors live better, age more gracefully, and stay independent for as long as possible. Pioneer Valley Lodge, an independent living community for seniors.
Is your pharmacy closing? You have a choice of where to transfer to. May we suggest Reed's Pharmacy in Hiram? Reed's Pharmacy was named Best of Northern Utah, Silver Medalist Pharmacy. They have been open for 52 years and offer free prescription delivery to all of Cache Valley. Just stay home and they will bring your prescription to you. Need help remembering to take your meds? They have a free bubble packing service for convenience. For more information, call Reed's Pharmacy today at 245-DRUG.
And welcome back. This is the Senior Moments Show. I'm your host, Sid Roeder, visiting today with Ryan Bott. He is the family advisor at Pioneer Valley Lodge here in Logan. And we've talked a lot about the difference in independent and assisted living facilities. We've heard about the fun activities you have there. Let's talk a little bit because, I mean, as a lot of our listeners might know, I'm a real estate broker, and I oftentimes get to deal with seniors too that are tinkering with the thought to change their place of living. And there is a great reluctancy. There's what do you see as the greatest hurdle for people to make the decision to go independent?
You know, as I deal with so many kids of the seniors, and they're all just like, how do we get mom and dad to open up to this idea? And I said, okay, well, you know what we have to do, the hurdle is we just got to get mom or dad to be willing to step in and check it out. I would say 9 times out of 10, it is far better than what they were expecting. Because again, in their mind, they're going to definitely a higher level of care in their mind. And when they come in and they're like, oh my gosh, so I can do all these activities, and wait, your chef is going to cook 3 meals a day for me? Where do I sign up? Right? And so if you're a senior listening to this or a family member, throughout my whole career of doing this, one thing I have definitely learned is that you have to do it on your timetable. And I promise a zero pressure tour, and I give a really good one. And so I more so feel like my job is to educate more than to sell. And these are a lot of the things I'll discuss in a tour with the families and the seniors that are coming through is, okay, well, let's talk about the different levels of senior living. Are you looking at the right level? We talk about downsizing, and Sid, you would be probably an expert on that as far as knowing how to help them. This market right now in the real estate market, it is the perfect time to sell. And we have seen countless seniors take advantage of that opportunity because, they're ready for a better lifestyle and they're ready to just be able to not have to worry about all the upkeep of the house anyways. And so we would love to have anyone over that would love to come and take a tour. You can call me. Again, the phone number is 435-792-0353. We'll mention that again one more time. But you can call me and you can schedule that tour. Or, hey, if you're passing by in North Logan and you got dad with you and he's like, yeah, I'd be willing to take a look, just stop on by. We would love to just show him around, let him check it out. And if the timing's right, we'll offer a free lunch. And if the timing's not quite right, then I have my stash of root beer float supplies. So we would love to do a root beer float with anyone that wants to come over and take a tour.
You just stole my thunder. I was going to come in with my favorite perk of visiting and having a free lunch with you and checking out that highly recommended chef that you have working there.
Oh, he's fantastic.
But that's okay. Yes.
So one other thing that really helps, because, they are transitioning. This is a period of transition, right? Yes. We always have a move-in incentive that we can apply. And so right now, we're running one where we're offering free rent through the end of this month, and we'll knock $500 off of next month. As we roll into September, we'll figure out what that move-in incentive is going to be that month. And it may be the same, it may be different. So it doesn't hurt to just call and say, hey, what incentives are you running? And we'd be happy to visit with you.
Let me ask you something else on that one, because I know Pioneer Valley Lodge would also just have you sign a very short-term contract if you wanted to test it out. It
is only a month-to-month lease. There is no longer lease. So, and the reason I call it a lease is because we do ask for a 30-day notice when the time comes for you to move on. So it is just a 30-day lease.
Yeah, so for anyone who's maybe considering trying it out for a month to see if they like it and holding on to their home before they make that final decision to sell it, I think Pioneer Valley Lodge definitely has wonderful options there. So Ryan, we're already coming up on our end of the show here in a hurry. So let's make sure one more time that you give us the location and the phone number where people can find you.
You bet. Happy to do it. So if you are a senior or the family member and you are maybe ready to change your lifestyle and have a professional chef cook for you and have a whole variety of activities that you can participate in, phone number to reach me is 435-792-0353. And we're located at 2351 North, 400 East in Logan, just across from the Cache Valley Hospital.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you for coming in and sharing all those wonderful thoughts about senior living with us. Are there any final comments you'd like to make to our listeners?
I just have to say the people of this valley are so awesome. I mean, not that Utah County people aren't awesome either, but I just love the people up here. They are so friendly and laid back. And, I haven't met one that I didn't like. So I look forward to meeting more. I just, thank you for having me on the show today. And if anybody has any other questions, feel free to reach out.
Thank you, Ryan. This is the Senior Moments Show. Again, we are sponsored by the Empowering Seniors Group. If you would like to learn more about the Empowering Seniors, you can do so online at empoweringseniors.info, or you can email us at empoweringseniorscv@gmail.com, and the CV stands for Cache Valley. We're at the end of our show. We hope you tune in again next week.